And pounce! It's such a weird jump. Oh, and it accidentally got me where I needed to go.
At least, or?
Yeah, I guess
really
it is.
It doesn't really jump you that far.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be, like, springing across the map. That seems good, though. Seems a good way to... Seems like a really great way to get away from flashlight guardians and fall off the map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Bentley.
We're here. There's a slide one over there. I'm going to go for that one. And get some more bottles. I'd really like to get all the bottles before we finish this mission. So, yeah, we're disabling some engines.
You know, somehow, like, not falling.
Yeah, even though Clockwork is up there, it's not, like, destroying the crap out of us for just being on... Somehow Clockwork is still unaware that we're here.
Well, I mean, Neela isn't Clockwork, so it's, like, a little different.
Yeah,
it's not like Neela's gonna try and eradicate. I mean, she might, but like...
For some reason, I imagined that, like, I don't know, I thought maybe Clockwork's consciousness would be in there somehow, too. Start taking her over, maybe. I guess the game didn't really say anything that would suggest that. That's just kind of...
I don't think you can get there unless you paraglide down from somewhere higher.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Oh, what? Was I standing on the... What the heck? Get out of there, Sly!
For Queen Parts.
Yeah, I deserve that death. I deserved that death like 10 seconds ago. Alright.
Okay.
Want to get us to where we want to go? Slash pick up more...
Yeah.
Picking more bottles if we can find it. Can we climb up there?
I don't think I can glide all the way over there, but...
I don't know, but we found another bottle at least. And there's another one down to your left. Whoop. Cool. It's really easy to just, like, casually get the bottles, though, just, like, while you're going about your business.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. You just keep running into them. If I was playing...
I feel like it gets hard the harder the less you have.
Yeah, it's really easy to hear them when you're near them, too. Just we have the volume down and the air conditioner on and everything, so we tend to not notice that as much. When I play it back, there's a lot of times where, like, you can hear that the bottle is right on the other side of something. Alright, so how are we going to ruin the airship this time?
See?
This engine room is locked down tight.
Just another engine.
We can't get in. I figure we'll have to destroy it from the outside.
I hope you're carrying some heavy explosives, Ben. Because that engine isn't small.
It just so happens that there's a ready supply of explosives already available on the blimp. Lock one of these TNT barrels up to that engine room to destroy it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
The initial payload in that TNT barrel won't
Oh, not one of these.
the job. If you pick up 3 magnetic chargers, you should achieve the necessary blast force.
Oh,
to
this seems
destroy
excessive.
the engine. It's simple, really. Just get close to the chargers, and they'll automatically attach to your barrel.
All right, let's blow stuff up.
Hey, Bentley just has to work with whatever he had. I mean, we're only here because we all just had to, like, climb into a giant battery. He didn't have time to get his stuff. He didn't have all of his best bomb gear available.
Oh, there you go.
Gotta take it slow, Sly, my man.
Yeah. I guess maybe the other way would be the best way to go.
Yeah, maybe. And the other thing, I mean, Neela doesn't run this ship. Arpeggio does, and he's dead, so it's not like anybody's telling Klokla that there's disturbances on the ship. Like, these men have no one to report to. Just being a little too greedy myself. I guess we can always jump out of the barrel, though.
It'll blow up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how much explosives could we possibly need?
But we are blowing up the blimp.
Blowing up a little part of the blimp. Blimps tend to blow up on their own anyway.
Seemed important too.
Yeah.
What's your Google?
I mean, they're just like giant balls of explosive gas.
Well, not anymore. Older ones were, but now they're...
Yeah. So, yeah, I think even if you're staying still, the searchlights still see you. But the
Yeah,
guards
I don't
won't if
know.
you stop.
I don't want to deal with the searchlights. Ooh.
Wow, magnetic is right.
Magnetic aesthetic.
It's very kinetic. You know, you like get up in the morning, you go to your 9 to 5, maybe you take the bus, maybe you drive. Sly's walking around in an explosive barrel to make ends meet. Trying to save the world, trying to save Paris. Wow, that didn't even I didn't even really see how that happened.
I get shot.
He's just like sitting in the air. Yeah, but it didn't. Where there's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Okay. So I don't have to redo all that.
That makes it less miserable, I guess.
Yeah, it's only a little miserable. We're at like strong sad levels of miserable. I realize it's funny to me doing all this to save Paris, because right now in my XCOM playthrough with Nick, something happened that France recently became like completely doomed.
Oh. Off to the side so he doesn't run into you.
So maybe this is like Sly trying to take back Paris, and my two Let's Plays are all in one giant continuity, the comic universe. Huh. Who left this barrel out here? Oh well. Oh, what?
I told you.
You're the one who walked into it.
You walked into and kicks the explosive barrel.
Yeah. Joke's on you, buddy.
Not really, because we're dead.
Yeah, but he's dead too.
And Clockwork's gonna be alive.
He must have been pretty miserable.
Yeah.
Maybe he had like a really good life insurance policy.
I wonder what would happen
He's
if
gonna
you
go to
jumped
his
into
kids
that
now.
fan.
I can imagine what would happen if he jumped into the fan. I have a strong theory of how that would end.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you think it would end?
I think it would be a mission fail,
Why?
because I think that would destroy the Burrell.
The what?
The Burrell.
Oh.
It's not a baguette, it's a baguette. Well, this is a Burrell. Yeah. So stay in the middle of the path.
You don't see the raccoon there, do
Stay
you?
in the middle. I don't know. He is really tall.
Did you really have to sit here and watch the entire time? Dude, come on.
Did I remember to switch the wash? Huh. I don't know. I washed all my aviator scarves, but did I put my pants in yet?
God! Come on!
I remember putting
Move!
pants in, but maybe that was last week. Huh. No, I should probably go back and check on my pants. But it's the middle of my shift. Would Larry notice if I left? I think he would notice. I'm kind of in deep trouble anyway. I think you're safe. I think you can go. Oh my gosh. And here comes another one.
Please don't do the same thing.
Yeah, he's just on his merry way. Do they hear you a little bit, or is this really just part of their
Oh man, don't you
Patrol
hear the
cycle.
Don't you hear the little da 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 da? I'm not.
Yeah.
That means I can't be heard.
Yeah, because they didn't buy copies of the soundtrack. Da-na-na-da-na. I like that the fact that your footsteps steps are making sound is how you know that you can't be heard.
Yep.
One more, all the way over there,
I have to
man.
figure out how to get up.
That was almost as good as those train moose that just like stood there staring at you.
No.
See, now here there's another barrel, so it makes sense why this barrel would be here. They should probably be more careful with their explosives, but still.
Nothing to see here. I am just merely a simple barrel. Whoa.
Can we see that again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently not.
Yeah, maybe we can't see it again. So this is the fifth variation of flashlight guards. We had... What were they in the first level? I think warthogs. And in India they were rhinoceroses. And then they were vultures. And then they were moose. And now they're mecha parrots.
Let's see what they are in the next game.
Because the whole thing with Arpeggio was that Arpeggio...
Well, in the first... Wait, no. It was squids was the first one. Then there were dogs.
Yeah.
Then they were voodoo rats.
Yep. And... Who was next?
Monkey.
China.
Not monkeys, were they?
Yeah, there were big monkeys with flashlights, like gorillas.
And then there weren't any last.
Yeah. I know
And then there were
gorillas aren't
pigs,
monkeys.
right? No, and then there were pigs in Paris in Cairo there were pigs in the museum.
Oh yeah. Yes, there were. I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly.
And then there was some French animal. I don't know.
What in Dimitri's level?
Yeah.
It was warthogs.
Really? It seems.
Yeah, it seems kind of random.
Ugh.
The French pigs.
This is the worst. Because it was like all animals that have like I don't know why I feel rats and frogs were French. I feel like they get
Well,
categorized as French a lot.
Because like frog legs is an especially French delicacy, and I mean any big city is gonna have rats. So Paris, Ratatouille. I mean, yeah, there are pigs in France. Maybe not warthogs, but
Go 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 go.
all the enemies in Mesa City were dogs.
Yeah.
Big dogs, small dogs, happy dogs, very happy dogs,
Not so happy dogs.
angry dogs,
Woofers, puckers, porkers.
puperinos, pupitos.
Oh man. How do I do?
That should be the last time anyone puts that engine to use.
What? That was. I walked around the whole map.
For that tiny explosion. And we were standing right there, and we were fine. Alright, Hook. Let's do this. You and me.
Nope.
Aha, Hook! Hate these hooks. Oh, hi.
The Roombas.
It's the droids we're looking for.
I'm double jump. Anyway, so we
I
gotta
double
go
jumped
back.
the first time, I don't know.
Gotta go Bentley yet.
I have a different opinion of how close I need to be than the game does.
That's not an opinion, that's just being wrong.
I know. I misunderstand the physics, I guess.
Oh, you bought that.
That was just a lucky find. I'm very concerned about these bottles.
Why?
Because we're so close to 100% completion. I want to beat the game 100% the first time.
That means you have to get maximum money too, right?
Well, I mean, on the game's 100 completion, I don't think it counts the money. I know what you're talking about, though. You've explained to me your Ratchet and Clank, like, super
Oh
completion.
god, that was so long ago.
original Ratchet and Clank?
No, it was the third one.
Oh. Like, you got everything, you got all the golden weapons, you had your, like, how many bolts you had in your inventory maxed out.
That was the thing. I really liked that game when I was a kid. And I was like 12, so
It's a good game, isn't it? I've never played Ratchet and Clank.
I like that. It's fun. If you like big weapons that do interesting things.
Yeah, I like big, interesting weapons.
There's
I'm sad to say the most exposure I've really had with Ratchet and Clank, and I know a lot of stuff about the games just from watching videos and stuff, but my longest with Ratchet and Clank was that terrible movie that I watched with you and the rest of the gang.
Yeah, but the game made after it wasn't that bad.
Ratchet and Clank, the game, the movie, the game, the movie.
The game. The back of the box literally says play the movie that's based on the... Play the game that's based on the movie based on the game.
So at least they know it's silly.
But, like, the game's good.
The game was just basically like a reboot of Ratchet and Clank 1, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Just with some, like, big gameplay tweaks.
Oh, no, some big changes.
Like, moving things
like
around.
entire levels, the story was quite a bit different.
But, like, generally made into a better game, right?
Yeah, there were some things I was upset that were gone, but... Like, some levels I kind of wished to see remastered, but... There's a gun that can turn people into chickens.
I know there's the Rhino.
Yeah, in every game there's one of those.
I'm surprised the movie didn't want to make it more about the weapons that are in the game. Like, they referenced a bunch of the weapons, but then they, like, didn't really do much with them except for one action scene.
We all know that movies made for games are really bad, so they never get anything right.
And then Nefarious comes out and he's like, "This is the Rhino, the rip you a new one," and then, like, puts the text name on screen for the only time in the movie, like it's freaking Suicide Squad or something.
Really?
Yeah.
This is going to be a tough job that requires both.
I mean, the Rhino was like a big thing in the games.
Yeah, but, like, you'd think they'd want to do that for all the weapons, and I don't know. Have more wacky weapons shenanigans and less, like, intrigue.
I think the newer Ratchet and Clank games are pretty good too. Like the PS3 version.
Like the Ratchet and Clank, what is it, like Future? Is that what they call it?
Future series.
The new Jack and Daxter series, people don't like those as much, do they?
What new Jack
Or,
and Daxter series?
I mean, no, not a new series. There was, like, one game after the trilogy. Like, there was, like, a PSP.
There was a racing game.
No, there was one with, like, and it had, like, a Dark Daxter in it and stuff.
I don't know about that. I don't think I know about it.
No, there was, like, an entire, like, fourth game on the Vita.
Oh, that's interesting. It wasn't made by Insomniac then.
Probably not.
Oh, wait, is that the one where Jack was like Asian and had like, I don't know, was like really weird?
All I know is that it had Dark Daxter sections that reminded me of the Werehog.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Because I know, like, Dark Jack was a thing, so this
Yeah.
was Dark Daxter.
Well, no, but that doesn't make any sense because the Daxter already is. So the whole thing about Daxter is he's an Otto.
Which is like what the.
Spoiler. That's a spoiler. That's a huge spoiler. You should put a warning for that one.
Okay.
Maybe not. I mean, it's old, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I bleeped it out.
Okay.
It's bleeped. It's been bleeped.
Um,
Which I can do a lot more easily now because I'm now doing all the slide videos in Adobe Premiere. So I can put more things on screen at once.
But like I was saying, the whole thing that was that crap. Well, so the idea of Dark Jack was like him being like exposed to the Dark Eco, and Daxter got turned into that because he was exposed to Dark Eco.
Yeah.
So Daxter doesn't make any sense.
What if it's just like more Dark Eco?
He would probably just die. See, the thing is, Jack is special. Normally, Dark Eco just kills people. Like, normally you touch Dark Eco and you, like, start dying. Like he was the only reason that like he can do it is because he is like a special person, and he was
Yeah.
like subjected to like years of dark eco torture, where they like where they were like trying to make like a super weapon, and then they like
And it taught him how to talk.
yeah, apparently. I love how stark the difference of like between like Jack 1 and Jack 2 is, just the tone of the
Yeah.
games. Because Jack 1's all like happy and like, oh yeah, there's like this evil thing, I guess, but it's still like happily themed and like cheery and colorful.
Like-
and then the first thing Jack says in Jack 2 is, I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Gonna kill Praxis. These are all games that just like got ruined for me by the internet so bad because I didn't care at the time and just like watched videos about them.
Where are we going?
Trying to
You're
go,
not gonna get up that way.
but I need
You
to.
have to go all the way around.
I don't wanna.
You have to.
Why?
Oh my god.
That is hard to control. I don't want to do that. Can I make this jump? Made it. And bounce.
And now that you mention, I do remember there being a Jack 4-ish, but I don't really remember much about it. I know there was a Jack Racing. And I know that was the one thing I
Yeah.
did not like about Jack 3 was the racing stuff. Because Jack 3 was very car-oriented.
And that's like incorporated into the story of the 3 games, isn't it?
Into the third game.
Yeah. No, I mean the racing game is like canon with the rest of the games.
I don't know. I never played
And
it.
so is Daxter, which was on the PSP.
That game was actually not bad.
I heard. And it like apparently it takes place during the like 2 years
Yeah.
that Jack's captured. It's like his
Yep.
story of rescuing Jack
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
like getting a little proton pack.
Yeah, that wasn't that. That
Oh,
one wasn't
whoa.
that bad.
Wait. Oh.
No, I don't want to see it come back. I want to
Wait.
see Spyro get remastered.
Me too. Especially now that they just did Crash. Like, you might as well.
Because I never really was a big fan of like Crash Bandicoot, but like.
Oh. No.
Wait! Do what I did. Do what I did. Make sure you don't hit the ground. Don't hit
I
the ground.
can't. There was no moving back and forth for me there. There was no repositioning possible. Man, okay. Blow up. Take your money. Man, that's not a lot of money. You gotta have more than that. Don't hold out on me. That is the most awkward run.
It's turning the wheels.
You like can't
Speed.
stop either. Like, you just have to wait a few seconds for him to finish doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can turn still, and you can turn in the
Turn
opposite
stop.
direction, but you can turn stop, but it's not
Like, it
actually
doesn't spin in a
stopping. It's
circle.
just like in that case, I went forward and then I wanted to stop, so I just turned 180 degrees and started coming backwards. Here, I feel kind of sick.
So wait, so where are we going this time?
Same place we were going before, just I fell.
We're not that much faster than running, honestly.
No, I think it hurts enemies though.
You're not gonna. Yeah.
I'm expecting it to like sway back and forth rather than that, but not sooner.
So this is really like messing with my head because you have like the flat plane of where you're standing, the diagonal plane of that thing you're standing on now, and then if you look at the background, that's on the
Yeah.
third plane.
Yeah,
It's just
like
like
we're not
three different
flying
diagonals, and I'm like,
completely straight.
which way is down? That's all I feel. Which way is down?
How are any of us standing on this?
Yeah, we'd probably get blown off, wouldn't we?
Oh, so easily. Get out of here. Stupid tanks. Good thing
Now
my
they're shooting at the
shots are
wall.
bouncy. Yeah, they're just stupid defense subroutines. Like, the difference between Sly 1 and Sly 2 was really more on, like, game layout. Jak and Daxter, like, changes its tone
Well, it
entirely.
changes the game, too.
Yeah.
Because you go
'Cause
from, like, being, like, a pure platformer to, like, a
Platform shooter.
mostly... No, like, a third-person shooting platforming game, with, like, shooting being more of a thing that happens.
Isn't the first one, like, all, like, nature-y, too?
Yes. It takes place... Well, the second one takes place in the future.
And now it's like, yeah, it's, like, all weapon punk.
It's all, like...
Cars and guns.
It's just, like, standard future, flying cars. That kind of stuff.
When I look at it, I can't help but feeling it's kind of like Mad Max.
True.
Like,
The third game is more Mad Max, like the Wasteland. Because the idea is outside of Haven City, there's just the Wasteland.
okay.
And you don't really see it until 3. Because, like, I guess you go out a couple times in 2.
Up. And we need a third one. Oh, I have no power. It's a good thing I made that jump, because I do not have jetpack left.
I wouldn't jump down to the bottom area. I would just
Yeah, I'm trying to
just go across that thing again.
figure out a path.
Yeah, just go across that thing. Spinning.
Yeah.
Get back into the center.
Okay.
Oh man, the angles are so weird.
Oh, don't turn back. Don't turn back on me. Okay. And over there. Run, Bentley. Run as fast as your tiny turtle legs can carry you. Oh. Oh, it's right there. Thought I had to go on top of the thing.
One more.
They must just have really good computer security, because you can't even hack the whole thing from the same place. You have to run to all these different computers. Like, each engine is on its own. Oh, now they're moving and, like... Gotta use my bouncies. Yeah, because if I'm standing right in front of them, I'm dead meat. There we go.
Seems like it was trying to dodge your shots. Oh, they respawn.
Yep. Of course they do.
I mean, you only really have to get to the end, though.
Yeah, I'm almost at the point where I could just tank it.
I wouldn't do that.
Is that
Tank.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, these all tanks.
Get it? Because you're a tank. Did you get that, John? Did you understand the joke
Yeah.
that you're a tank? Is this a tank? Use a tank it?
Yes,
I don't know if you got the joke.
that is the thing I said.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I remember I
Prove
was
it.
there. Go back to this time code, and you'll hear me saying it.
All those giant cylinders. Once they're locked in the up position, you'll be able to take them out from the top level.
Listen, you just throw things at that.
Yep. Or... punch.
No, you go up there and hit circle.
Head circle?
See, he has a little Murray face.
Oh. Button mash. Is this just literally unplugging things? Bentley had to do this like really careful.
I like how it's got
right.
I like how it's like a power
Oh.
plug.
Eh,
Like it's just like a 3-prong thing.
sure thing, man. And anybody else?
So,
Okay. Tap, 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 tap. He looks so angry when he's lifting things. Da 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 da. And now they have jetpacks. That's okay, they're no match for the Murray. In them through tables. I think Murray would be a brawler in like D&D Pathfinder.
yeah, probably.
But, like, he'd have at least a couple levels at Rogue.
Why? He's not that sneaky.
Yeah, but they're all thieves. He'd do it for the extra skill points and then put all the skill points into, like,
Eating.
driving and eating. Yeah. He's got a really high eat check. He could complete the Galaxy Burger Challenge.
They have 2 stats, hotness and car.
Best RPG ever.
Oh, man.
I've been listening to a lot of weird pitches for RPGs lately on System Mastery.
Nice work. Head up to the second level and thunderclop on the giant cylinders. That should finish them off.
Let me go upstairs.
Yeah. Yep. There's always these 2 bouncy pounces.
I'm guessing you have to, like, thunderclop them now.
Or maybe throw things into them. I do not like these at all.
I don't think you have to do anything.
Okay, yeah, you were right. Oh, I lifted them up and then I'm like slamming them back down into the ground. I don't really see what that does at this point, but...
It makes them vanish.
Yeah, but like, we already unplugged them.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's not like it's like hurting the ground below them. It's not enough to take out the batteries. We have to like destroy the batteries forever.
I mean, because someone could always come back and flip the switch. Right?
Yeah. But really, when has any of the guards ever done
And all
that?
that did was, you know, all that. You had to physically destroy the batteries to open your door.
Wireless power, man.
Oh man, that hurts.
Another engine bites the dust.
We did it.
I always feel like he has wings when he does that.
Kind
Those-
of, yeah. He has a little cape. He's got like a
Wait, is
superhero
this
thing
it?
going. This is the next phase of the plan, I guess.
And an unexpected windfall, I've been contacted by Inspector Fox over the shortwave radio. She's well aware of the dire situation we all face if Klakla becomes immortal and has agreed to join forces with us so that we can destroy the robotic bird. The only catch is that she's unable to locate this blimp on her radar. To help her hone in on our position, we'll need to boost the strength of 4 local radio towers. Once Inspector Fox is in range, she'll take one of us on board to act as a tail gunner in a dogfight against Klakla. This is it. We don't have time for another plan. We're almost over Paris, and if that hate hypnosis light show goes off, well, you know the story.
Dogfight against Klala.
This
Or
sounds-
Klakla.
This sounds just like the last game.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe it controls a little bit better than the jetpack. I mean, the jetpack wasn't that bad.
No,
but
it was pretty bad.
It was not how I want to end a big game. Okay, so I think we'll be handling this big finish next time.
Yep.
Wow, yeah, is this it?
Wait, look at the mission. See if it's an operation mission. You know, there's only one mission that I see.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, like,
Look, no, look into your camera.
make a jump job.
No, maybe not.
No, that doesn't sound like the grand finale.
Maybe jump out the grand finale.
I'm expecting, like, an operation name before that happens.
Yeah.
Because generally there's, like, 3 phases to each of these episodes. Okay, we'll play around with that next time. See you later, guys.